try to figure this out. I got some questions before I move on. If anyone is interested in the group, can you tell us how someone will get the money to purchase the property like the one we're analyzing? Yes. So $150,000 you're going to need to purchase this property. So first of all, number one, my lenders, my personal lenders lend to my students. All right. So if you can come up with some money for the down payment, if you can come up with, let's say, like, if you can come up with any money at all, what they'll do is they'll partner with you and help you come up with the rest of that down payment. So you do have to come up with something. Let's say you can come up with like 25 grand, okay, out of $150,000. Then what you'll do is they'll partner. You guys will both form a company, and then you'll go to a bank and you'll get a loan together. Okay, and I'm doing this right now with a student in our a student in our group is doing this right now, and then I have another lender that's actually going to fly into Florida in the first week of September, and we're going to meet up. And he wants to buy facilities in Florida. He lives in Seattle. He's like does not invest in Seattle at all because it's just too expensive. And is anybody here? I don't think anybody was from Seattle, but it's too expensive and there's too many rules and laws, he says. So he's like looking outside. He already has mobile home parks across the country, but he wants to invest in storage in Florida. So he's coming out to meet me and we're going to go look at this facility. I'm going to show him this facility and just see what he thinks. He may want to just buy it, or maybe I'll just wholesale it to him. I'm not sure. Or maybe we'll partner together. And one of the things that one of the things I suggested to him was like, why doesn't he just, if he wants to buy it, or we could partner together and just do like a 50-50 split, and he brings the money and I just manage it. We manage it, and then it's a 50-50 split, right? So that's called a general partnership. Okay. I said we could do that if you want to do that, because essentially what we are is we're managers, really, is what we do. Number one. Number two is that we have some lenders. Some of my lenders will partner with you on the down payment. That's what they want to do. They want to partner on the down payment with you, form a company. That company borrows the rest of the money, the 80%. Okay. And I have somebody that's doing it right now as one of my lenders. And now your split is going to be based on how much you bring to the table, right? So like if you only bring, 25,000, then you have like just a small split, but that's not a big deal. It's not a 50-50 split for that type of partnership, right? It's not a big deal though, because like it's your first deal. Who cares? Who cares? Just get a deal done, right? Because then on the back end, you'll be able to sell this thing, and they'll even lend you the money for the new construction. They'll bring the money for the new construction, or later, just like one of my students, Ted, did. He bought the facility, got it to a 13 cap, and then went back to the bank and borrowed the money. You could do that as well too, right? Because y'all have such a good, you've been paying your mortgage. You have such a good relationship with this bank that they'll just give you the mortgage. Now the thing is that local banks love storage facilities. Local banks love storage facilities. Okay, so so you want to always start with the local bank and talk to them, or SBA. SBA loves storage facilities. Why would local banks or SBA love storage facilities? Like, you don't want to go to like Wells Fargo and get a loan, or SunTrust, or Chase to get a loan for a storage facility. What you would want to go to a local bank or SBA. Why? Why do you think local banks and SBA love storage facilities? So Mike, one of the things is that it's just a local small business, right? That's it. You got like Live Oak Storage, right? So of course a bank in Live Oak is going to want, a community bank in Live Oak is going to want to loan on that. Another thing too, just so everybody keep in mind, is that storage is recession resistant. Recession resistant. Okay, so what that means, in an upturn, you're going to make money, and in a downturn, you're going to make money, right? There's no roller coaster ride. Even last year in COVID, like we did just fine. We hardly took a hit. Like there was like out of 1,000 doors, I think there was like 10 people that couldn't pay their $50. Okay, so Like it was just fine for us. And now you know what we did for them is we just put them on a payment. We're like, you don't want to pay? Okay, like you can't pay, great. You can make it $50. Okay, we'll do like a payment campaign for you. But so we were like nice about it and everything. But yeah, like it's just storage. And the thing is also another thing that I love about storage is that there's like hardly ever storage facilities that go into foreclosure. You rarely see a facility that's going up for auction. Like I keep track of all facilities going up for auction across the country. And if they're going to go for auction, most likely it's this like $10 million facility in California or something like this, right? But like most of the time, there are no storage facility. In Georgia, there is rarely a storage facility that comes up for auction. Florida is the same way, maybe like New York or California, these like huge big ones, they go for auction. But that's what I love about storage facilities, right? So I feel like internally, when we got into storage, I just feel so safe because before I did storage, we flipped homes. That's what we did. We flipped homes. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I saw a couple of y'all flipping some homes here. It ain't fun and it ain't safe. Like you just never know like what's gonna happen. All right. So like now that I have this like all this like the storage income coming in, we just feel so much safer. That's the difference between active and passive income. And there's nothing wrong with getting into real estate investing and doing rehabbing, but you just never know when you're going to close that deal. It's just hard. And Rebecca, since I've seen its performance over the years, they know how stable good deals for they know how stable it is. Good deals for both parties. Exactly.